Hello and welcome to Tech Town, boom, episode 3, season 2. My name is Mr. Ellsberg.
My name has been Professor Bauman. I want to take a quick second to talk about that. My name's Danny Bauman.
Okay.
I've been calling myself Professor Bauman.
Yeah.
I don't know if really I'm a professor. I'm here helping you guys out.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to figure out a new name for myself.
Okay.
So I have a proposal. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it sticks.
All right.
I figure I should be known
to listen.
as the Town Wizard.
The Town Wizard.
Because we've got Tech Town, and we need a wizard to be able to, facilitate all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a wizard in other forms, including the gathering of wizards, magic.
That works as one wizard.
So we'll see if this Town Wizard thing sticks.
Town Wizard.
Maybe I'll forget about it and I'll be Professor Bauman, but maybe I won't.
Yeah, it's very important to have a moniker.
Yeah.
Some type of, pre-script to your introduction.
Exactly.
Very important.
All right, so I'm the Town Wizard.
Town Wizard, I'm still Mr. Ellsberg.
For now.
Okay. So last week we talked all about what we talked about last week.
So last week we got some GPS.
GPS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time. We learned a lot. We even had our GMath episode with Doyle came by and talked about a program that he found for Google Docs. If you haven't seen that yet, go and check out our old videos. This week we're talking Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, Wikipedia. You may have heard of it. It is a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. If you're in one of my classes, you probably use it. I hope that you've used it.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk Wikipedia today. Wikipedia is an encyclopedia of some sorts?
It is an encyclopedia of some sorts, yeah. So yeah, we back in our ye olde days, we used to have these books that were encyclopedias. Now
books and books and books. They'd come door to door. They'd come door to door and sell you books. Like, do you realize the Encyclopedia Britannica could be yours for 64 easy payments? I don't know how they got away with that.
I don't know.
But yeah, literally they're like weighing down the foundation of so many people's houses.
It's true.
For such a long time.
It's true. And now, you just, you don't even have to, it's not even hard to lift.
No.
It's all on the internet.
Yep, it's all there.
So yeah, Wikipedia is basically an encyclopedia that can be edited by anyone.
Okay.
And there's reasons why it's neither of those things. It's reasons why it's not quite an encyclopedia. It's reasons why it's not quite editable by anyone.
Right.
But overall, think of it as a good source of kind of the first step of information.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people will say good things about Wikipedia. Some people will say bad things about Wikipedia. We're going to go over all that. But I also want to say, just at first, like some cool things about Wikipedia. Some like cool facts, kind of get us in the mood, thinking differently about Wikipedia, because not only is it an encyclopedia, it does a lot of other crazy things. I mean, it explains a million things. So, all right, so here we go.
Into it.
So this website, which I've got in the show notes, if you click on the YouTube description and show more, you'll be able to see these notes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an article on 10, I think it was 10 or 9 unusual facts that will make you love Wikipedia.
Yep.
So I thought some of these were actually really interesting, and I hadn't even heard of some of these. So there's a correlation between the weather and the number of people editing Wikipedia at a given time. Bad weather means a lot of editing.
Right. That's why so many editors are from Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, it's a little gray outside, so that's why I've been starting to. The site has an official theme song called Hotel Wikipedia, a parody of Hotel California. All right.
I wonder if you play it backwards, you'd be able to hear the devil.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, annotated.
Annotated devil. Yeah, it's been updated for the times, but I like this one. There's a guessing pool to hypothesize which Wikipedia article will be the last one ever edited.
Ooh.
So like whatever meets Wikipedia's end somehow, what's going to be the last one? And maybe it's like, apocalypse.
Right.
The apocalypse. It's happening.
It's probably going to be like, I don't know, something like Ricky Lake was actually, it was just like, boom. Just like,
something super random.
Yeah, just something totally,
Wikipedia catalogs its deleted articles with freaky titles or dafts. So some favorites: Angry Donkey, Cake Cannon, and The Role of Clowns in Modern Society. So apparently that article was deleted and had a freaky title, which I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one's interesting. At one point, Wikipedia instituted a week-long ban on IP addresses that belonged to Congress. It seems that Congress people were editing each other's articles a little too zealously.
Right.
So there's actually a lot of information in here, which is interesting. This is going to come up a little bit more later based on this like IP addresses stuff and Wikipedia's policies on what they do.
Right.
This one's kind of weird. Pick a random article on Wikipedia. Click the first link inside of it. Then click the first link in the new article you just accessed. as of May 26, 2011, which is a little while ago, 94.52% of Wikipedia's articles will eventually take you to the philosophy article following this process.
Whoa.
So apparently, if you just kind of keep clicking on the first link, you're going to get to philosophical stuff.
Whoa. I wonder if it's just one particular article, huh?
I think it's the article on philosophy. I think that's what it takes you to.
Wow. How about that? Yep. It all comes back down to the bare bones of
all the big questions. Yeah. Okay, we were talking about the Encyclopedia Britannica. There were 65,000 articles in that one. Wikipedia has 4.3 million English articles.
Wow.
So already we just exploded on what they already had.
Dang. Literally, if you try to hold, you would have, I don't know if you'd be able to have a house that would be able to take a Wikipedia encyclopedia that was in Encyclopedia Britannica format.
It's true. It'd take up your whole house. Maybe that'd be cool to do, though. Have a huge Wikipedia printout all over your house. So, yeah. And the most edited Wikipedia page ever belongs to George W. Bush.
Wow. How about that?
So
George W. Bush.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Fun facts.
So plenty more facts about Wikipedia. I'm going to scroll through a couple of these just because these are a little bit interesting, too. Let's see. This one says top facts. So there's 17 million articles. So that 2011 one was way out of date.
Right.
262 languages. I remember reading there's a language that only has a couple people but they're still trying to keep it going. I forget which language it was. Another one I thought that was kind of interesting is wiki, the word. It's the Hawaiian word for quick, but now it kind of brought on this definition for a web application that allows anyone visiting a website to edit content on it.
That's crazy. So like it means like a quick edit. You can quickly change it.
Yeah. Quickly change it by like anyone. So websites most of the time before that were made by the website maker, and maybe you could post some comments, but you couldn't really change the website. Right. Now wiki has come to mean where websites let you do that.
Right.
So there's a lot of different kind of wiki websites like WikiHow or Wiki whatever, Wikipedia, where it means that you get to edit it.
Aloha.
All right. So yeah. So we got some interesting facts about Wikipedia, but what's the meat of it? How does it work? So there's actually a good video that I'm linking to, which is Jimmy Wales is the founder of Wikipedia, and he has a good video explaining it. He goes a little fast, and the sound quality isn't the best, whatever. But what I like about him is he's explaining kind of the deeper meaning behind it. A lot of people will say, oh, it's an encyclopedia. Right. But really, it takes a lot more than that to make this thing work.
Yeah.
It can go so wrong. Imagine if you actually allowed everybody to edit everything.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work. It would be too all over the place, and articles would get changed too much. So Wikipedia has more than just that. It has ways of dealing with that. It has ways of dealing with legal issues and controversies. So it's a good video that kind of has him in his own words explaining how it actually works.
Right.
There's a good TED Talk he has on how it started. They have a Wikipedia page for everything, including things about Wikipedia from Wikipedia. So one of them is the official policies article. So they have kind of their guideline on how you should do this and that. Right. Then they have the rules. So they kind of tell you about what will actually happen if you do something wrong. And they have, like we saw with the Congress people, they'll like ban certain sections of people, or they'll lock articles down or make it harder to edit articles.
Right.
So
I've seen them go offline with articles before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And delete things. Yeah. So there's a lot of reasons that it's more intricate than that. So I think that's kind of the stuff that gets where it's really interesting. So go ahead and read some of those.
Yeah. It's all below here. Remember the show more button right below. Yeah. So. Check them out.
One more thing is about how it's funded. So it's itself is a nonprofit, and it doesn't have advertising. You almost don't even realize how most pages have advertising. That's how they pay some of the bills, if not all the bills. Wikipedia doesn't have any advertising. And that was a big stance that they made. And yet the problem is they don't have money. So they're always asking for money. So if you want, go ahead and donate, because it seems like a great cause. But it is interesting that they decided we're not going to allow advertising, but they need more money. So they're trying to raise it.
Right.
So, all right. So Wikipedia. It really comes from people editing this stuff. So who are these people? It's kind of interesting to imagine, like, who has the time to sit down and edit or even write from scratch all of these 17 million articles or whatever it is.
Well, I would assume a lot of people are already writing these articles, and Wikipedia is a great way to get your research out itself.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you're going to write it down anywhere and you want it to be public knowledge, why not have it be Wikipedia? It has a great kind of format for you to do it. It allows you to link to other things really well. It's very known. So yeah,
it's ubiquitous.
It absolutely is a good kind of platform for people. Right. So, and then, okay, so there's an article that describes who actually does it. And there's a few interesting things that can't come up with that. One of them is there are about 1,400 people, and maybe that give or take a few hundred people, about 1,400 people that are responsible for most of the edits on Wikipedia.
Wow.
So those 1,400 people are just hardcore. Their life dedicated to editing Wikipedia, creating things or whatever. Or even it's just, when the new series of this one TV show comes out, or when the new season, someone has to edit Wikipedia, or not has to, but someone decides to edit Wikipedia and just add that as a new season. All those things that are happening, I think a lot of people, that's just their way to contribute, is that they just add a bunch of stuff. They look up anything that's not there and add it.
That's crazy.
So
that's what they do.
That is what they do. And if you actually want to see, so let me show you. There's the Wikipedia article for the top Wikipedians, which I guess are the people that
so this
edit
is
Wikipedia.
Okay, so this is like when you go to the arcade at the pizza place.
Oh yeah.
These guys' names are I don't even know if half our students will get that.
Oh yeah, remember the arcades?
Yeah. So there used to be arcades at pizza places, and you go there, and there'd be like an initials there. Like
yeah. And AAA was a popular one just
yeah.
because you didn't want to have to type in your initials.
Yeah.
So the high score list, like the arcade, up at number 1, we've got Coav. And Coav has edited 1.3 million articles. I don't even know if you could do that in a lifetime.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. I want it like Coav.
Oh yeah, Coav.
Obviously, that's what he wants. That's why or she or whatever it is.
Exactly. Or robot.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe someone made a editing program and he just goes on to every page and just corrects spelling errors.
It could, as long as they. Well, there's reasons that they couldn't do that, but we'll see. Maybe they figured it out.
Okay.
And then the other thing is that this is only the known Wikipedia authors. I think it says in here. There are anonymized people, so maybe there's someone out there that's anonymous.
Which also makes sense too, because if you're gonna edit somebody's page who's living, or if there's like an entity that's something bad is occurring, and you want to put something controversial on their page, you don't want to be out there so someone could find you. Right?
Yeah. So it's true, and a lot of controversial stuff comes up on Wikipedia. So it is interesting that all these things have to be thought about.
George W. Bush, most edited page.
There you go. There's a reason for that. So this is a good. This brings us to kind of like the dangers of Wikipedia, or the reasons that it can maybe not be as good as what we might want.
Right.
So one of them, an obvious one, is there. Well, first of all, there's a Wikipedia article on criticisms of Wikipedia. So you can go ahead and check out that Wikipedia article. There's one for everything.
Wow, man, that is getting deep.
Oh, yeah.
There's probably a lot of people too that were editors.
Yeah.
That are not happy with the process of editing, or they might have got blacklisted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how they could edit that page though.
Ooh. Maybe they got a friend to do it.
Yeah.
So Wikipedia has an article about it, and also Wikipedia has their company's description of it. So they as an organization have a whole page saying why they're not so great.
Right.
So
I find it funny that they link in the page of why it's not so great to the page of why it is so great.
Yeah, of course. They got to have the other side to it.
Right.
So go ahead and you can check out some of the links to see what people say. The short kind of answers to that, I would say, of why it's a little bit, why you have to be a little bit careful. Number one is that it is editable by anybody, so it could say anything.
Right.
So
there was a case not too long ago when Stephen Colbert of the Colbert Show had his followers who watched the show go onto the African elephants page and change the status of being endangered to not endangered, because if it's on the Wikipedia page, then it's true. That was his joke, right? It's like, if it's on the Wikipedia page, then it's true. It's like, well, let's go ahead and save the African elephants.
Wow.
That was his way of doing it. And people did. People paged it. And they took it off.
Right.
So,
and we'll talk about in a second how it's important what you just said and what happened after something untrue happened. But for right now, just one thing you got to watch out for is things that are just not necessarily true. I mean, they're editable by anybody.
That's right. As a history teacher, it's also important for you to know that if you read something in a history book, it might not be true.
That's true too. I mean, a lot of things can be questionable. So,
it's good.
Just remember that
always, I might know more,
Yeah.
Or less.
So, okay. So another reason that you might want to be careful is about citing Wikipedia as a source for your research. So let's say you're going to be writing a paper for school, or you're going to be doing a really important research paper, or something for a job. Wikipedia is a great place to start. So don't let people tell you that you shouldn't look at Wikipedia. That's not the point. You can look at Wikipedia and you can soak it in. But when you're going to really do something official, if it's going to be something that you're going to present to the world as truth, as fact, you can't just rely on Wikipedia.
Right.
So you can't cite that in your bibliography. Citing Wikipedia is not a good way to go.
It's true.
So what you can do is Wikipedia has a way for people who make those articles to cite their sources.
Mm-hmm.
So what's great is if you look in the article and at the bottom, they'll have the sources for the information.
Right.
So what you can do is start with Wikipedia, get a general sense of what's going on, and then click on those sources. And those sources may be to more reputable news organizations or research papers or blogs. So those aren't always the answer either, because
they might just be totally ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. Because I could put up a web page that says anything and then link to it.
Right. If you had reason to be suspicious, you were right.
Yeah, but the other thing is that you have to believe something at some point. So you can go too deep and say I won't believe everything and anything ever again. Right. But I would say if you look at the Wikipedia article, follow some of those sources, and just generally research it a little more.
You got to just learn about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the big thing is. Learn about it. I mean, you could learn about all of the wrong things too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least you know what the wrong things are.
Mm-hmm.
That's also learning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and then one reason I think Wikipedia is actually good. So let's get back to why it works.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like with those problems that it would just fall apart,
Yeah.
But what they do is they do a good job of allowing people to regain control and stability. So maybe there's enough people that say, oh, hey, Stephen Colbert, you had people edit this thing. We got to make that stop. We're going to lock down the article.
Right.
So they can either have people manually do that if they just, by their company standards, feel that it's wrong.
Right.
Or they have automatic algorithms to understand what people are doing and if it's not quite what they like.
Right.
So I have a challenge to everybody. Go ahead, and we're going to get you guys to edit Wikipedia.
Yes.
And I think there's two ways that you can do it. One of them is make a page about yourself and say, this is the page about me, and then watch it get rejected. Because Wikipedia has algorithms in there to understand when you're making a page for yourself, and if you're not famous enough, you get ousted.
Ooh,
they don't even let you go.
Oh man, they got their own hot or not process.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's rough. So
I'm not good enough for Wikipedia yet. Or that was a couple years ago, because I tried to add the page for myself, and they told me, it looks like you're trying to add a page for yourself. We're not going to let you do it.
Now you're understanding the root of us running these tech towns.
Yeah,
we should be just about famous enough.
So really, the goal is one of you guys has to add the Tech Town Wikipedia article and make sure it stays up and sticks.
That's big time. You got to do it. All right.
So, definitely for next week, for our interactive session, we're going to want to see which articles you were able to either make or edit or not. And we'd really love to see a Tech Town Wikipedia article.
You may or may not get an A in your class that I've been teaching. So
excellent.
I'll just put that carrot out there.
Yeah. All right. This last couple things about Wikipedia. I think I'm going to, as the town wizard, of course, I think I'm going to be making some recommendations on the show every once in a while. So all of these things are recommendations, but every once in a while I'm going to call out maybe something we'll call the segment the Town Wizard's Picks. Mm-hmm. So for Wikipedia, I have my special picks on really either the good, in Wikipedia, it's going to be the good articles.
Right.
For other topics, we'll see what I think is the best.
Right.
So my picks for Wikipedia, articles you got to see. One of them is the top 25 articles of the week. That has its own Wikipedia page.
Cool.
So you can see within Wikipedia what are the top 25 most either popular or edited articles. The main page. So you don't even think about Wikipedia having this home page very much because mostly you just see that search box.
Right.
But let me show you. There's actually a main page that they put up, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a little bit of news. On the right, it says the news. It has a featured article, which is usually something that's interesting. So Wikipedia is just so big and has so much stuff. that if you just want to see a little bit of a summary of something interesting, you can look at their main page here.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that they had this main page. I had the other one that always had just the search bar in the middle.
Right, yeah, because when you go to wikipedia.org, it just shows you that search box. But this has a featured picture, all sorts of cool stuff, and it will change all the time.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So another one that's fun to see is the Marie Man. I found this as just one of my random searches around Wikipedia.
Right.
What it is, it's a modern geoglyph.
Yep.
And it's in Australia. If you look at the picture over here, you can kind of see it. It's from above. There's this big shape of this man. And it's a kind of a little bit of a mystery of how it happened or who did it. And then so that you can read about how it was actually discovered and how it was made and everything. So go ahead and check out just even the Marie Man. I just wanted to show you guys how many interesting random things are out there on Wikipedia.
There's some cool. You can go down the Wikipedia, hole for sure.
Yes, you sure can.
Yeah.
So just another example is the numbered highways in the United States. This is something I never really thought too much about, but there's all sorts of different kinds. There's interstates, there's the business loops, there's the U.S. numbered highways, and each of them has more to it than you'd ever think. So if you click on, for example, the United States numbered highways, there's this whole network of them. They have different signs throughout history. They have different reasons that they're numbered different things. They have all sorts of kind of standards that they use to which numbers that they use.
Right.
And so, you could find anything on Wikipedia. I just thought this was kind of interesting to learn more about the stuff that we always see and never think about.
Right. Very cool. Very cool. I went through a top 50 Wikipedia sites not too long ago.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's a good way to do
it.
That's
a good half
look
day.
for top Wikipedia sites. And last but not least, as applies to pretty much everything, there is a subreddit specific to Wikipedia. So reddit.com is a website that we talked about before. And what it'll do is it'll have subreddits. So just on certain topics, it will give you new interesting links every day. And people will submit things and comment on them. So Wikipedia has its own section. So every day or every hour, every minute, really, you can see what people on Reddit are saying about cool Wikipedia articles. And they'll just submit an article and say something interesting about it. So that's a good way to see random new ones, too.
Right. Yeah. Very good tool to use.
All right. Cool. Well, that, I think, wraps up about Wikipedia. So, again, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and edit Wikipedia.
Yeah, get on there. Get on there and play around with it. See what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's something you're interested in. Yeah. Maybe it's something about the school. Maybe it's about us.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
And that moves us on to the music side of the week.
Side of the week. Side of the week. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow.
Week.
Excellent. So this week's site of the week is Udify.
Udify.
So Udify.com.
No, Udify.
Udify.
No, Udify.
Oh, really? I defy everybody's expectations.
Ooh.
Or I don't know if that's really what I want to say.
Is it Utify?
Utify. Well, either way, yeah.
Utify.
Ooh, that sounds good. It's a French site. All right, so Udify or Utify or whatever this is, what it is a nice little way to listen to music on YouTube and actually SoundCloud. And I think they even do another one. It's YouTube, SoundCloud, and official.fm.
Wow.
And it's just a way to search for songs, search for music. So, you can use YouTube to find pretty much any song. Yeah. So this is just a nicer looking way on top of it. Because, YouTube's kind of full of links and ads and videos and everything. This is just a little bit of cleaner way. So you can type in, who should we search for?
Chromio. I was listening to Chromio.
Chromio.
With a CH.
Thank you. And it auto-corrected, which is nice. So you search Chromio.
Chromio.
And there we go. Official video. Just click play and it'll
go
through and do the
this is nice.
The ad stuff for you, and it'll do the song stuff for you and get right to it.
Ooh, there we go.
So it looks like, and then it has a lot of content. It's basically whatever YouTube has and whatever SoundCloud has. It's just, and you can make a nice queue. So over here, if you have your queue going,
that's great. Very cool.
Adding things to your queue or to a playlist or whatever, and come back to it.
Yeah, you can pick which where you're searching.
Yeah, so if I want Chromio from SoundCloud or official.fm, which I actually haven't used that much.
Nice. Oh, very cool.
All right, so go ahead and make some playlists.
Your music side of the week.
Boom.
Udify.
All right. And then, coming up next, we've got Mr. Ellsberg, side of the week.
All right, this week, we usually do the jokes thing, but we got a pretty cool website. It's actually a YouTube channel. It's called the PBS Idea Channel. One of the cool things, just like this channel, TechTown, you can follow us on YouTube. And the one that I picked out for you is one that PBS does, and it's just these short clips, and it talks about just random things that are going on and things that they think that are interesting, and very, very cool. I mean, they talk about geese here.
Oh, yeah, what did I say? Geese, which are actually the GIFs, but that's their way of saying it.
Yeah, the GIFs.
The GIFs, right? Or whatever it is. That's why they say
it. But yeah,
that
go and check this out. It's got all sorts of things on topics that are happening right now all the time. And so, yeah, check it out.
Yeah, that's great. All right. Yeah, good YouTube channels are always good to find. So, yeah, keep those recommendations
Yeah, you can
coming.
follow it just like you follow TechTown.
Oh, yeah.
And then finally,
all right.
Security.
Shell Shock edition.
Yeah. Oh, Shell Shock.
All right. So, yeah, this week we're going to be talking about Shell Shock. So, another big security vulnerability was found.
Oh,
previously, we talked about Heartbleed.
Yeah.
And when these new things come out, there's a couple things that we know for sure. Number one, it has a sweet name, which is Shell Shock.
Yeah.
And that's a cool name, but the thing is actually bad. So, it's too bad. What Shell Shock is, it's a problem with basically the bash shell. And what that is sort of this lower level stuff. So you may not use this yourself, but there are all the websites you use are probably using it. If you ever used Linux, you may be using it. And so it's a problem with that is the basis of a lot of other things. So the websites that use it and the services and the banks that use it, all of those things may now be vulnerable to an attack. And what people can do is they can get into those servers without usernames and passwords. They can get in them and get all the information out without having to know the usernames and passwords.
Dang, so they can hack you from the inside out.
Basically so. So check out the article on this. It's another one where, yes, it's worth freaking out about because it's pretty bad and the people who need to fix it really, really need to fix it. But it's not easy for all us normal folk to know what to do. So, do we run and hide yet? Well, no. But what you should know is that any service that you use, any website that you use that's really important to you, make sure that they have dealt with this security vulnerability and updated their operating system and shell to be able to not have this problem.
Right. Well, you can say that. I'm going to go run and hide.
Okay. Well, you can run and hide.
I'm going to go run and hide. I'll find a nice place. Yeah. Bring some extra food.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, that's probably a good idea to have ready in any case, because one of these times it's not just going to be pretty bad. It's going to be the end. But so far, we're still okay.
Be prepared. And for this week, we really want you guys to go on there and check out that Wikipedia page. See if you can edit something. Make your own page.
Yeah, make your own page. And I'd say I'm always in the mood for recommendations on cool Wikipedia articles. So maybe just send recommendations. We've got an email address and or in the comments below. Go ahead and just post some cool Wikipedia articles that you like or you found or that you made.
Now, there you go. See if you can find something cool. Come back with us next week. I'm Mr. Ellsberg.
All right, I am the Town Wizard.
Town Wizard.
That's right.
And we will see you again next week.
All right.
Take care and go Blazers! Go Blazers!